What's up, everybody? It's the NFT Circus on a Friday night again. Here we are with another crowd, and this is just the beginning. We have more people even coming in from here, so it's going to be a full house. It's going to be an exciting day today. We have our co-host, Crackers, who's going to be hopping in and out because he likes to do that. He's a jet setter. He's constantly moving and hustling and moving. And we got TC here, who's just been in Our Planet World. I got to ask him about Our Planet here in a little bit because it's been going to the moon. It's been doing a lot of stuff. And then we have a good old friend, time traveler on wax. He has finally come to the show. We're so happy about that. He will be talking about all things NFTs. And we have Otterly Toxic here as well. And Joey Chipachella. Is that how you Chipella? No, Joey Chipella. I'm just going to say Joey Chips. Joey Chips.
It's spelled all different ways. Yeah.
I am so sorry about that. I just completely did that. I'm not... So Joey Chips, I'm just going to call you that. Is that okay?
That's perfect. That's my Twitter handle. So
okay. Thank you, Joey Chips. Okay, and we'll be talking to all of you guys about a lot of stuff. So thank you all who are joining us also on the YouTube chat and on Twitter. Before we get going, guys, we got somebody else. Sean is here.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
my bad.
There he is. What's up, Sean? Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Someone else there. Hang on. Monster Cadet now.
You guys hear me?
Oh, here's comes someone. And we got Monster Cadet. There we go. All right. Everyone there? All right. Yeah, the StreamYards are going to give us a little bit of a hiccup there for a second, but it's okay. Hey, guys, before we get going, if you're in the YouTube chat, type in $M.O.R.B.S to be entered into the raffle. And you'll be raffling things as we go. The very first raffle will be for 250 M.O.R.B.S. We'll go from there and add more NFTs and that kind of stuff. I'm getting a little bit of echo. Someone's echoing in here.
Definitely not me for once. I'm in a big empty office with no one in it.
Okay. Okay. So if anybody's got their mic on, just turn it off while we're not going, because sometimes we get a little bit of a backfeed. But anyway, go ahead and enter there, and we'll be doing more raffles, and we'll be doing raffles and just kind of claim links in the YouTube chat as well. So let's get going here really quick with a quick. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I should show that real quick. So wax isn't looking so bad right now. It's going the right way now. It's going back up, which is great. I think it's at 29 cents. We're almost back to 30 cents. So that's a good sign, guys. So definitely that's a plus. Also, really quick, a shout out to TC. We sold out, TC. So me and TC had a collab for a miner for M.O.R.B.S, and we sold out, man. So rockin'. Thank you all that bought in today on the M.O.R.B.S miner. So thank you for that. And we'll be giving actually one of those away at the very end. So stay to the end. We're going to talk first to Time Traveller on wax, because this is a person that has been in my NFT career since the very start. He's helped me on many promotions, and he just is an all-around amazing person and has been there for this community, building the art scene, and really is one of the most legitimate guys out there. And I'm so glad you're here, Time Traveller. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into crypto? How did you get into NFTs?
Well, I get into crypto on my day job. Actually, I heard about crypto. That was when it all was going up to the moon in the end of 2017. And I went in, started chasing giveaways, among other things. Then I first crypto giveaways, then I saw money giveaways. And with the start of the corona, I had a lot more time to devote to the crypto. And one evening, I came upon Crypto Monkeys, and the rest is history, actually. Crypto Monkeys were the kick, were the actual thing that got me driving into it, and I was really mad looking at all the bad art that was promoted by the paid accounts and so on. So I tried to gain up some knowledge I gained through these years in crypto and set up a bit different account that would focus more on artists, on small indie artists. I spent my life in the indie scene, in the music and cultural scene, so this is actually not so new to me. Also, I've done different kinds of promotions in my life, so this actually all adds up into wax nifties.
Can't hear you, Nifty. You got your muted on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My bad. My bad. I was trying to be the polite guest, and I just rugged myself. So anyway, why did you come over to Wax? Why did you choose this blockchain over the other ones?
Well, I spent all the ether I had. Actually, I have there some couple hundred something nifties, but actually it only went on gas prices and so. And when I went into Crypto Monkeys and found the other collections, I also found out that the transfers and all that shit is actually costs nothing compared to Ether. So from there it went on. I bought a lot of Wax when it was the cheapest there in the end of, which was it, 2020, when it was about 1.5 cents or 2. Then I played some Alien Worlds and gained enough so I can buy and stock up on art.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, like, who are your favorites so far? I know you have been close to so many artists. I know that there's a ton of art that you put out. I know you like probably everything you're putting out, but who are some of your more favorite projects out there, and who should people be paying attention to?
Well, I'm constantly paying attention to some people with whom I cooperate from the start. It's you, it's Cryptus Watches, it's also... got to look at the wallet. My wallet is like my reminder. When I look at it, I know which giveaways I have to make and stuff like that. Actually, a lot of new artists came up this year because last year I saw the scene was already tired. Nothing more than profile pictures and games, play to earn. Now this year, things have started to change for good. There are amazing new artists coming, and I won't name one because then I will forget the other ones.
Sure.
But they are circling around all the time. Right now, I'm having a great set of giveaways, mostly art. Just one play to earn, the rest is art. And that's how I like it the most. Maybe not the most responses, retweets and everything, but you know, there is a lot of people that actually are appreciating the art that is coming out, are collecting them. You see some things when they get sold out, when they get flipped on second market, and people actually buy it.
Yeah,
that's the thing to do.
Yeah, and it's so good. It's great the way that you promote too. You know, it's like, especially I know it must be getting hard for you because now you have this like bizarre wave of these like kind of fake promoters that are showing up, and you know, it's like there's so many people that are DMing people, but it's like, I really got to say, you are such a legitimately cool individual that's out to really promote the art and really help the scene in general. And that's what's always made me want to work with you, and always been happy to work with you, because it's like, I think you really kind of I feel kind of like an old school mentality is the same there with where I came from, you know? So I get that, you know?
True that, because since the invention of internet, probably the scams started. Only the forums changed the whole time. And now a lot of people who last year didn't find out all about the Nifties, this year went into it and scammed people hard.
Yeah.
And actually, Rook Pull is not, it's a trend. It's something that happens all the time, and you see it on Wax too, but you see it a lot on other blockchains. For Solana, for example, it totally killed me when I saw that people are copying collections from Ethereum and publishing it, collecting money, and getting away with it. Because you didn't have so many experiences on Wax, of course, they happen all the time, but you have a lot of projects, and if you do your own research, which is the first and the second and the third rule when you go on the internet and spend your money,
right,
you should go fine with it, I believe.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's really been good, because you know what's nice is that you've turned me on to so many cool artists that I've been now a fan of for months now, you know, just kind of trusting your opinion. You're kind of like, to me, you're my influencer, you know, when I like, I know you've kind of vetted this project pretty well, you know, usually when you do stuff with them. So it's like, it's a really cool thing. And I really encourage anybody watching, if you don't follow him already, go follow him on Twitter. He's constantly doing giveaways. You probably, how many do you have this week? Probably like 9?
I don't know. I have 9 at the moment today.
Right.
I don't know. I don't count them, I never
Yeah.
counted in my life, and I don't do it here either. So I actually keep the machine running. It's the only important thing, that the people get a constant flow. So actually, I do promote things that I don't like. I go to the point back where I started promoting things I like. Now I do promote somebody I don't like, but he needs it. Maybe the scene needs it.
Sure.
And my taste is obviously not the perfect one.
I totally get
everybody
that.
has its own taste.
Exactly. Like who are we to judge? Exactly. It's like, art's a subjective thing. It always has been, or else we wouldn't have, the Pollocks and the Rothkos and the everything else out there,
Yes, but art has always been a speculation, I believe, for centuries, because those old artists, which works are now sold for tens of millions, maybe were hungry most of their lives and so on. And now the things haven't changed.
Yeah.
There are people homeless, still producing art. It's always been a struggle for the artist.
Yeah, it has. Even in a professional world, because I've done graphics for years and years, and so I'm pretty sure most other graphics guys out there can contest that it's like you work pretty damn hard for little pay, and then you're not getting royalties on things afterwards by any means. So it's interesting to see things kind of changing in the aspect of doing things, So it's and seeing small artists too. What I also like about it is that anybody can do this. That's what's, I think, the coolest thing about the scene of the NFTs. It's like you can live anywhere on the planet. You can have minimal, tools to create your art and be able to put it up there and actually make it work. There's lots of projects out there doing that, So
I believe you don't get along without gatekeepers. Either it's Atomic Hub, either it's OpenSea, either it's Rarible or any other platform. People get some kind of protection there for their money. The period when everybody was faking the collections on Atomic Hub, just changing a small letter and selling those. In those days, Alien Worlds was the big thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
They sold it for thousands of wax.
Yeah.
And they scammed the users who didn't check the show on the whitelisted box. And you know how easy it's to stay without the money. So it's actually about the promoting. It's also about the promoting it on the right platform, like, for example, NiftyBlogs these days do for the most of the artists I see.
Yeah.
And they are safe and people get theirs, and it has to be, I believe in decentralization, but Wax is, to my knowledge of blockchain, not decentralized. But that's not a bad thing, because it's a platform where people can actually do their projects. We are talking about art, but we might also talk about music or movies, many things that will come actually out. Augmented reality, like you do it. So it's a lot there that is yet to come, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. I just there's recently something that happened in the Twitter space. Speaking of the security issue, just to be safe, just for everyone out there, there is a 2-step verification on your Wax wallet. I'm sorry to kind of sidetrack it real quick, but you just made me think of this. Someone had basically phished somebody. There's some Wax.io website that's fake. Be very careful, guys. Make sure you're checking any links that you're clicking. But anyway, put 2-step verification on your wallets, guys, just for safety reasons. You can do it right in your Wax wallet. Just go to your settings, put it on. Anyway, sorry about that, time traveler. When he said that, I was just like, people should really remember that. Anyway, but for the most part, Wax has been pretty solid. Other than that time, I do remember that time travel when all those fake accounts were there and they would do Alien Worlds. And I remember there was some R-Planet stuff that had popped up as well that were fake for a while. So it was kind of hard there for a second, knowing what to get, especially for new people coming in, not knowing everything. So
the new people are always those who will pay the highest price. Bro, I lost most of my money to a coin, not a shit coin, but simply developers went away, and me and some other people lost a lot of money. Also, somebody, some artist that these days that is selling very well, he lost most of this money because developers went away. It wasn't a scam, but still, I lost it. Almost everything. So you pay the price on the start.
Sure.
When you go trading, it's the same. It's not the problem with the Nifties. It's on exchanges, and
Right.
you learn it the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, man. I hear you. I've been through the crypto things. At least it's the second wave, I guess you can call the from 2016 on, and it's like I felt the brutal punch of Bitcoin's first initial dive from 20 down to like 3, and then that was a harder one to take, and then having it go up to 60 and now hit again like a triple kitty punch to the side. But it's like, I just still hodl, but it's but yeah, I know it's
when you're in crypto, when you don't give a damn,
Right.
1 wax is 1 wax, and I'll sell it for 20, I'll sell it for 150. At the end of the day, I'm collecting waxes, not dollars. If I need dollars, I change wax, but it's not the issue. It's more, I believe it's collecting. A lot of people are hoping it will rise to €1, €10, dollars,
Sure.
whichever currency you talk about. It might not happen, but no matter what, we're like fishes in a good pond where there's enough food and there's a variety of colors and variety of fishes, and we're actually doing a good time spending it here.
Yeah, I agree. And I think in a weird way, because it's kind of a lower price, there's not so much of the anxiety of the price, that I think the community is a little bit friendlier, and kind of gets along a little bit better and kind of helps each other kind of work as a scene. I think that's what's attracted me to the wax side of things. I have, collections on every chain, but it's like, I always come back to wax. I just feel most comfortable here. I feel like I can kind of connect with the people the easiest, and the community seems the most vibrant and positive, at least to me.
I'd say for in the community or for CryptoMonkeys, since I spend a lot of time there, those are really, really neat communities, organic made, as the PR people would promote it if they would promote it. And it's actually a place where you can meet a lot of people.
Yes.
Interesting ones. Comes like everywhere. I had also a lot of raffles with artists. We had this communication. We have different cultural backgrounds. We have different habits in life. So actually, it's a big playground, and you meet a lot of things. Like everywhere where you go global, and you actually start to meet people outside your frame or your usual surroundings, and you still have to do something no matter how big these discrepancies are.
Yeah. It's and that's part of the what's so interesting about the space too. It's a global space. It's moving 24 hours a day. There's people from all over the place. There's so many different influences that come into it, and that's what's so awesome about the space. At least for me, to kind of experience it with everyone. It's like even you. I mean, right now it's almost midnight, probably where you are right now. Time travel. Thank you so much, by the way, for staying up for us, man.
Hey, no problem. Art always speaks for itself, People see it, and if they really like it, they will buy it, and that's the most appreciation an artist can get. Forget all the handshakes and all the nice words. When people open their wallets, that's the real appreciation, especially in the modern world.
Yeah. So where do you think wax is going to go for the artist side of things? Do you think it's going to kind of split out now that it kind of seems like there's the play to earn side that's definitely 100% there. That's not going anywhere. But you see that there's kind of this artist scene that's definitely getting stronger. Do you think things are going to split more in the market?
I'm wondering already why the wax hasn't taken a bit more of the, I would say, market share or so. On the other hand, people seem like they don't take it for serious. They take Ether for serious. They do all the possible big projects over there. And here the things are growing. I mean, I sold one Nifty just for 9,999 wax. And that was the biggest sale I made, actually.
It's a great sale.
But it was a CryptoMonkey card, but for that one, I gave Alien Worlds land, so it wasn't cheap, no matter how you look at it,
Yeah.
But it's a moment where I believe you must make also the realization of the projects you make, the Nifties you buy. Sometimes you buy two and you want to flip one, but there's always a time to do it, or the prices will drop, just as the project in my background. I really love the art, but they went so low that, and when they went low, it's the same as the artists they give, like they give away for thousands of their nifties.
Right.
They will cut their legs themselves off with the prices and with everything.
Sure. Now, would you give advice to artists? How would you, what would you tell them as, from your perspective as a collector, a person that's doing these raffles? How do you think people should kind of be releasing their stuff in great quantities, smaller quantities? Worry more about rarity? What kind of advice could you give from your perspective?
Hard to tell. The biggest collections were those that were made in the thousands.
Right.
If you look for the CryptoPunks, for example. On the other hand, as I see it now on the wax market, a lot of collection gets sold out with 10, 15 pieces, and that's raising the demand, actually. You know, the supply and demand question is also here.
Right.
And as we can see, for example, from your project or from other projects, Senor Lupe, to say, the prices can rise and the people will still buy.
Yeah.
So actually it looks good because people are ready to spend some, and that's actually what is also attracting the artist. And wax is already spread around on many exchanges, so things are far from bad.
Yeah, that's true. And now you've seen there's a lot of ETH. You actually just promoted Schnazzy. She's over from ETH, and we've been getting a lot of cool ETH artists heading over, and I've been really enjoying that. You know, and one thing that we want to also bring, obviously, is the ETH collectors, because I think that, you know, the pricing over here is so reasonable. You know, they could get a lot more bang for their buck, as you can say, and I think we could also bring up the pricing on wax. How do you think that could happen? What do you think the deterrent is from the collectors hopping over versus the artists?
Well, I would say the irony is strong with this one, because if you see that you have tops and God knows what other collections possible on wax already, it's questionable why people don't come. Maybe those are the technical limits that Ethereum is not having. I'm not familiar with that issue, but maybe it's under promoted, you know, because Ethereum was second behind Bitcoin. It has such a strong brand.
Yeah, it
which
does.
We don't like to use in crypto world, but it's a brand.
It is.
And people are developing projects on Ethereum, and so wax, we're end users, you know, actually collectors, buyers, artists. We are cutting the middleman out.
Right.
That's the thing I see over here that is so interesting, and it's friendly, easy to use.
It is.
Because Ethereum is not so easy to use.
It's not. Yeah, and it's slow. It's so slow. You know, nothing's worse than spending, you know, $300-400 on a piece and waiting an hour for it to show up, and they took the money already. You're like, oh my God, I'm in limbo for like 2 hours having a heart attack. Yeah, I totally get it. You know, and it's like,
no, this is instantly, and the transparency is because of the Atomic Hub and all the tools it has, much bigger, because you can check all the things much quicker. To my knowledge, I have been on Ethereum for 2.5 years, but actually it's hard. It's more, you know, my girlfriend will never use it. If you set up wax and with all the apps and the time we're in now with the exchangeable structure, with mobiles, with augmented realities to come, with all the perspectives we have now, it looks much more fruitful to get simple users, because you can see how many global users we have on wax. I check the names. I'm a fanatic on names. I love to check names and where the people come from. It's also part of my job to check the winners. So actually, I see we got a lot of third world countries where they couldn't do anything with the Ethereum because they don't have the funds. If they don't have somebody who has bought it 5 or I don't know how many years ago, they wouldn't have it on wax. You know, until recently, it was free to open a wallet, start to receive your nifties, list some, you got your first wax. It was much easier entry point.
It was. What do you think? Yeah. What do you feel about that 5 wax fee they have implemented at the moment? They I think they might change that, but how do you feel about that?
Nothing. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing about 5 wax that somebody must put in. It was a free ride a long time.
Yeah,
now,
it was.
Then I believe, I don't know how the ecosystem is. Then you must think about that only half of the wax is in use now, in circulation. Half is not. So there are many factors that could influence the game.
Yeah, definitely. Man, that's really good. It's really good insight, Time Traveler. I really appreciate the insight, man. You know, and you coming on here. Well, what kind of stuff would you recommend, like people coming into wax as collectors? Like, what would you tell them to kind of do first to feel comfortable kind of coming into it?
Look around. First, I make the same mistake all the time. I go around, I see something, I buy it. Then I remember to check the lowest price or stuff like that, you know? So it's actually, you must learn the routine to get, I wouldn't say the cheapest, but the most accommodated way out of your experience. Look around a lot, start into giveaways, because giveaways are a great way to learn some manners, to learn other artists. People go out, they start with the giveaways. Then they see that, for example, my giveaways are, as they quote it, they always get it, it's legit, but they are not worth much. They do tend about it. When there are play-to-earn games, you see how the interests rise, because many people know they will be able to sell it in second market. So the biggest thing is how to make the difference between the flippers, the free riders, and those who are really into art. That's for me the hardest thing to find out, and I've spent many hours on thinking about it. I have some models. I did ban so many people, man. I have like 25k followers. I would have 5 or 10, maybe more, but I ban all the time. Because, that's the game, you know.
But there's a lot of them out there. Yeah, there's a lot of people that just start those accounts with 20 followers, and all it is just a giveaway thing.
Bro, some Indian wins a giveaway that's worth $30. I don't know what $30 for you is. For me, it's a bottle of Armenian cognac. For him, it's food for probably a week or something. He was so grateful. I never met such a grateful person in my life. And it doesn't mean a lot to you, but it means a lot to somebody else. So it's not that I try to give them an excuse. I only try to understand them, because, everybody likes a bit of money. The question is how you come to it. And we have in Western world quite better chances than they do. Let's admit it.
Sure. Yeah, and it's interesting with a lot of these play-to-earn games. TC talks about this a lot, about making the games more mobile-centric, because of those third-world countries that are coming in that have access to mobile phones, and they're able to actually play in those kind of scenarios, So, it's interesting. I'm so curious to see where this is all going to go in the next couple of years. They, all the staking systems are kind of getting updated. Our planet just got updated, so they're adding more features for other projects to start staking, and I think there's lots of other stuff that's just coming down the pipe that's just, I think, moving the whole space in a whole new way. I think this is going to be like kind of like last year was kind of like pregame. I think it's going to get really interesting by the end of this next year.
I think people spend too much energy and money on games, because I have played games, but back in the 80s with the Commodores and joysticks.
But you're talking about games that took 3 days to load.
On the cassettes. That shit. And floppy disk that and so on.
No, you're talking about tape cassette. Now let's play a real age.
Tape cassette.
Hang on, Commodore 64 was actually tape cassette. I actually do remember
the first one.
You had a disk drive, but you had to buy it extra, and it was
and it was huge. Remember how big it was? It was so big. I remember that. Oh man.
I'm just having issues, with the phone. So the phone overheated twice. I now think I've rectified the fucking issue. I swear to God, me and technology today are just being a pain in the arse. So I do apologize. If I disappear again, it's because I'm after smashing my phone into 6 million little pieces.
I thought you went for another nap. You were gone last week. I was like, he probably went for a nap. I don't know. I don't know what his crackers is up to.
If I go for a nap, I have 2 colleagues here that'll probably hit me a slap. Well, one anyway that'll definitely hit me a slap.
Oh my god! So time traveler, thank you so much, man. We're gonna touch on Joey Chips next. So I wanted to come
Actually,
yeah.
we hit up Monster Cadet because Monster has to skip.
No worries, Monster Cadet. Sorry about that, Joey. Can you just wait one more thing? You'll be right afterwards. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Monster Cadet. Go ahead and let me unmute you here. Where are you? There you are. All right. I think yes, unmute. I don't know. Monster Cadet, can you hear us? Unmute.
Yes, unmute him. So, oh, there he goes.
There he is. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry. How you doing, Monster Cadet? Thank you so much for stopping in here, man. Let me bring up your stuff. Do you have a link? Let me bring up a link. Let me find you on Twitter real quick. Hold on 1 second. How is your day going? Tell us about yourself, Monster Cadet. I was checking out your stuff earlier. How did you get started over here on Wax?
Kind of stumbled onto it looking for a place to start NFTs. I think I discovered it like down the YouTube rabbit hole.
Nice. Now, did you come straight to Wax or did you go to some other blockchain first?
I think I tried Ethereum first, but it seemed really complicated, so I gave up on it. And then I stumbled onto Wax, and I really liked, like you were saying earlier, I kind of fell in love with the community. Yeah. And I've been with it since.
This is so cool. So now you're also doing physical pieces as well.
Yeah. If you go to the portfolio section, you can see some of like the artwork. I don't have much up on here.
I'll bring up. Love it. Love this, man. Now, are you the artist for all this stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome work. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautifully made. Beautifully made. Wow, this is great. So tell me about yourself, man. How did you get into art? You've obviously been doing it for a while. I don't think you just picked
I've
this
been
up
doing
last
it
week.
for a long time. I've been doing it both commercially and as a hobby for some time now.
Great.
I also do graphic design and marketing and stuff. So it's kind of a no-brainer kind of trying to do this.
Wow, this is great stuff. What do you use primarily? Are you doing this all digital, or are you doing this by hand?
A combination of, I use like traditional. I start traditional with sketches, and then I usually take a picture of them on my iPad and take it into Procreate and
very cool.
Finish it off there.
Very cool. I want to put this link up really quick for people to be able to check it out. 1 second. Let me just throw it into the YouTube chat. If you're in the YouTube chat, guys, go ahead and check out his portfolio. I'm also going to put it here on the ticker on the bottom for you. So now, do you have any drops that are recently up that we should be taking a look at?
No, I just finished the drop for February. I have 2 projects. One of them's Pulp Friction, which is the artwork, and the other one is Pixel Pops, which are little like pop culture pixel characters.
Is this it right here, the Pixel Pop?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Let's see. Is there a link here that I can click onto?
I don't. I think that just takes you to the drop.
I'll take it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it does just take you to the drop.
And you can probably from there you can probably go to the market and see most of them.
Yeah, let's see what we got over here. Pixel Pops, very cool. I love it, man. This is really cool.
Yeah, they're basically a lot. Most of them were like pop culture characters, that I've taken and pixelized.
Very cool. I love it.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yep. That's great. This is great, man. Here, let me put the link over here for people to check this out as well. Throw it up there. And so, where are you from? What part of the world are you from?
I'm from California.
Oh, very cool. I just left California. I'm up in Portland now. So.
I'm eyeballing Portland right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, we might be part of the mass exodus. We were in LA forever, and I was like, it's getting too expensive, man. I was like, I gotta get out of here, man. It's getting too hot, too expensive. I was like, let's head.
Oregon's nice.
North. Yeah, I've been loving it up here. It's great. I gotta admit though, I had to get used to the. There's a thing called the November June, as my neighbor put it. And I was like, wow, that sounds really ominous. And they're like, yeah, it's gonna just rain like for a long time. And I was like, really? And it's like, sure enough, like wow, it was like a month and a half straight rain. But it's all good. We like it. I learned how to dance in the rain. I went hiking and all that stuff, so it's been fun. Anyway, back to you. So the Pixel Pops. Now, when did you come up with this?
That was actually the first project that I launched. I'm from the 80s, so I love all those old arcade games and old movies, and I thought it'd be a good idea to mash them up and see how many of these like really simple characters I could come up with
These are great,
in pixel
man.
form.
Gosh, you have quite a lot. There's quite a lot here. Wow, there's 50.
Yeah, I'm going to be launching the 4th season.
Wow.
Coming in March, so I'm working on that right now.
This is great. This is great, man. It's cool. Now, are you also over on Atomic Hub, or do you just start off in NiftyBLOX?
I started off on Atomic Hub. The way I started is as I was releasing, this was like when I first started, I didn't know anything about drops or anything.
Right.
So I was doing like one card like every other day or so and I was going straight to market. I wasn't even doing a drop.
Oh, wow. You just meant to go right to the market.
Yeah, I was just going straight to market because I didn't know anything about drops or
sure.
packs or anything.
Well, drops used to be quite hard before NiftyBLOX showed up. It used to be a whole thing. It was, you had to go into the blocks explorer thing, and it was like you made a mistake like every time you did it, and you're like, do it again. Yeah, so it's nice to have NiftyBLOX. And then you got then the Monster Cadet stuff. So this guy, like, what is this part of? Is this part of like the different collection completely? Then is it going to just be
that's just what I go by on Instagram. So I just kind of use that for my I guess my identity kind of. Because like I said, I have 2 collections. I have this one's under Pulp Friction.
Okay, let me see if there's.
That's all the artwork, and then the Pixel Pops is like a separate thing.
Is there a link?
So go to the crypto art link right there.
Crypto art. Gotcha. There we go.
And then click on the Pulp Friction.
That's cool. Awesome.
And this is just all artwork.
This is so cool. I love that shark. That was really cool, man. I love it. Yeah, you got the textures in there too, the rad like old school textures.
Yeah, the comic book.
Yeah, very cool.
Print feel.
I love that. And so now, do you have anything coming up planned that we should know about as far as like any collabs or drops?
I'm actually have a collab with Ultra Rare for their guest.
Oh, nice.
Their horror, their guest one.
Nice. And when is that dropping?
I think they said in March around March 22nd or so.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, guys, go check this out too. I'm going to put the link here. Let me get back to the collection here.
You got to buy one.
Yeah, I'm going to probably buy one right after I get off of this this show. That's usually what TC right now. I see he's just looking at the camera, but he's buying everything as we're going. He's just like click, click, click. He's like, we know TC. We know what he's up to. He's always buying and getting stuff. This is really cool, man. And so where are you? I'm curious. Like, now, did you do this all? Like on this one, how are you doing this? Are you doing the line work then by yourself on the out, and then doing the post in like Photoshop or Illustrator or something like that?
It really depends on what I have on hand at the moment. Like sometimes, like I said, I'll do a sketch.
Yeah.
And then I'll transfer the sketch to the iPad, or if I just have my iPad, I'll just sketch it out on the iPad and then just finish it there. Sometimes I'll take it into Photoshop, but I try to hardly ever do that now.
Yeah.
So I just try to finish. I use Procreate mostly.
I am too. I love that. Isn't that program great? I love that program.
The best, yeah. It's super
great.
intuitive.
Yeah, I usually, when people ask me like what to start with, I'm like, get an iPad with Procreate.
Yep. You'll pencil and that's all you need.
That's really all you need. It really is.
Yeah,
it really is. What kind of advice could you give new collections coming in as far as like making art that you've experienced so far? Like what would have been the good points and the bad points for you?
Well, the good points for me have been, like I said, within the community. I've met a lot of other creators that have been real supportive and helpful. Like they have your back, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
As far as advice, I'd probably say just stick with it, because I think a lot of people get discouraged.
Yeah.
And they might like not continue, and so their collection might slowly like die out because they're, they just get discouraged. But I think if you keep at it, I think, like I said, the community is pretty strong, and I'm enjoying it.
Now, have you done any collabs yet with anybody?
I did a collab with La Galleria NFTs.
Oh yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
love those
Yeah,
guys.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
I did one with them. We did like a series of 6 like pop culture characters. I think it was the Tick, the Howling, like Mars Attacks. I did like 6 illustrations of those.
Very cool.
But other than that, Ultra Rare is the only other one.
Yeah, we got to get you a few more collabs, man. We got to get some more eyes on this work. Is amazing, man. This is really solid
like you.
stuff.
Like you.
Yeah, hey, M.O.R.B.S dropped. We're ready. We're sponsoring drops now, man. The M.O.R.B.S token is sponsoring artist drops. We're trying to become more the artist coin. So yeah, I would love to help with something like that and do some kind of auction drop for you, man.
We'd love to collab too at Jenny Studios. Honestly, we're always looking for artists to come in and design some skins and weapon skins with all this kinds of art. We want to integrate NFT artists into the game. So actually, I really like what you're doing right here. I think there could be ways to work together.
Awesome.
Cool.
I love that. I love when there's a connection made right on the show. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, and this art is wonderful, man. This is just great stuff.
Thank you.
Great stuff, man. Thank you for coming on and showing all this stuff, man. This is great. This is super cool. And I know you're getting late, so I don't want to keep you going for too long.
No worries.
But thank you for showing this, and definitely go check out this artwork, guys. It's over on monstercadet.com, and I will put that link one more time in the YouTube chat. And while we're in the YouTube chat, let's do a giveaway. Let's do the first one. So this is for 250 M.O.R.B.S tokens. You can trade that on the Alcor exchange, guys. It's been holding pretty well, so go ahead and do it. And we also have now a couple drops now. So with the M.O.R.B.S token, you can redeem them for some NFTs through Kate, the Kate shop, the wonderful shop from Kate. There you go. There was my my pitch for you guys. Yeah, there's a sponsor's pitch, right? Okay, so here, let's see who wins. Let's see if TC wins again. Let's see. TC, I got to get you your coins from last week, by the way. I got to send those over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right.
See, I'll tell you one thing. There's something going on about this show. Every time we do this, every time one of us wins it, it's either TC, Crackers, or me, and I have no idea. No, I'm not going to take those coins, guys. We're going to do it again. Let's see who's going to win it. Let's go. Let's roll those dice. I swear. Rar! Yeah, Rar won. Rar, you have entered and won, my friend. So I will be sending you your 250 M.O.R.B.S later on today. And speaking of Rar, me and Rar have something up our sleeve that we'll be hopefully revealing in the coming weeks. That's going to be really fun and cool. So hopefully.
Oh.
Yeah, we have something. We'll talk about it later. I can't talk about it just yet. But anyway, I like when he does that.
Not even a hint.
There's going to be a lot of them. That'll be all I can say. There's going to be a lot of them, and all different. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can make this happen. But it's
well, that narrows it down.
Yeah, it's totally. You're just like, oh, of course. It has to be about, I don't know, anything. So anyway, so let's move on. The next raffle is going to be for a TC Minor card. I have one that I can give away, and a TC Minor card will actually get you 100 M.O.R.B.S tokens a month just by holding it. Just keep it in your wallet. You don't even have to go somewhere and pop it in someplace. Just hold it in your wallet. All right. And so we'll do that next. But I want to get to Joey Chips. Joey Chips, thank you so much for showing up. I'm sorry about the delay there, my friend. Tell me about Art Vending Machine. What is going on?
Yes, thanks for having me on the show. So Art Vending Machine is a community of artists that come together to release art, and we're doing it on the X blockchain. And the idea is to get emerging artists connected with crypto art OGs. So myself and a few others have helped out many of the folks that are brand new to this. Some of them don't even have wallets, so we help get them wallets. We help them understand kind of the ins and outs, help them understand that Twitter is the place to be. And then we have 3 series so far. Actually, series 3 comes out tomorrow.
Nice.
The drop, and we always give a percentage to Mercy Worldwide, and we work with them to help identify a project. Interesting enough,
nice.
We picked Kiev before this
Oh my
all
gosh.
this war stuff was in the news. This was like months ago we picked it.
Oh my
So
gosh.
now it's going to go. It'll either still go towards the Kiev School for Visually Impaired,
Oh,
or just for emergency relief to the community there. So yeah, I feel
wow,
like
that's great, Joe. I've been wanting to do that actually in the next couple of weeks. I want to do just some releases to help that. So if I could help you in any way, let me know the organization, and I'd gladly
that'd be
contribute.
great.
I'd love to be part of that. Because
That'd be
I'm very
incredible.
concerned for those people out there. I have friends out in that direction, and I hope they're all staying safe. It's a scary situation. So
Oh yeah, definitely. We work with Mercy Worldwide. I used to actually be do a lot of help, like multiple days a week as a volunteer for them.
Nice.
So I've always stayed close with the director. He's a mentor of mine, and so he kind of knows where a lot of the needs are. So yeah, Mercy Worldwide's great.
Great, yeah, because I'm sure that we're going to find out more about where all that is going to be needed probably in the next week.
Yes. I don't know if you know this. Joey is also a master builder in Uplift.
I did not know that. Joey,
he is a master.
What? I did not know this, Joey.
Well,
okay,
an amazing builder.
I get a lot of help from my son Luke, and a lot of help from a lot of you actually, because I've eased into it, and now I'm in a groove, and I could kill the monsters when they attack. But in the beginning, I was freaking out. Out. What have I got myself into? But now, it's great.
Where do you build your stuff, Joey? What is your world that you're in?
You could literally do a whole show just around him.
We got, what? I've been wanting to do that, TC. We got to just dedicate just a Minecraft show. And just go.
Well, he'd be I would take him as one of your biggest guests.
There you go, TC. We've got Joey. We'll get Mello in here. We'll get Yagi maybe in here as well. We'll make it
so I'm in the Uplift world in the Gratitude server.
Nice.
And my son Luke helped start, the building, and he's built some stuff there. And we have some roller coasters where you could ride roller coasters through the art.
Oh, wow.
And then we also have a brawl gallery where you can't, like everywhere in the Art Vending Machine amusement park, you could see the art pretty easily. It's well lit, so you won't be attacked much. But then we also have a separate section called the Brawl Gallery, and you cannot see the art in there. And most of it's from Series 3 unless you defeat monsters first. So you're rewarded.
How? I didn't know they could do that. That's pretty crazy.
Oh,
wow. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool gamification to that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is in there. And I actually one of the things we do is we have exhibits there. Sometimes we do giveaways. If you go in there and accomplish certain things, then you'll get a free NFT and things like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool, Joey. I really love that. And then this art vending machine. So when does this drop? Is the drop already happened, or is it coming up? When should we be looking out for it?
So Series 3 is actually tomorrow morning. So Saturday, the 26th of February, at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and that's 5 p.m. UTC. So 9 a.m. Pacific time is when it drops. The link's all. If you forget all this, you go to artvendingmachine.com.
I'm doing that actually right now. I'm putting this one is pages there. I'm putting Joey's up there. Let me put the artvendingmachine.com. Let me get that link you sent me here.
Cool. Yeah, and we're, there's 5 NFTs in each packages, and here's the thing. I've been in crypto art since 2005, so I'm not new to this. So, I've sold things on Counterparty back in the day when we weren't even using the word NFT. And, and then Ethereum in the early days, one of the first people on Super Rare and Maker's Place, and one of the early collectors there too. And so I like to take the stuffiness out of fine art. I have a fine art training and background, and also a cartoonist. Right. And so I think one of the ways to take the fine art stuffiness is to just give people amazing deals. So we package, you can see this stuff. It's just this is great stuff. This is very nice. and we wrap 5 of them in a pack, and for this pack we're selling for $20 a pack. So
that is amazing. That's a great deal.
yeah.
Now, are most of these people traditional artists? Because it looks like this is like traditionally done stuff. Is that correct?
These are like these a lot of these folks are not like marketers. They're not hustling on, buy my NFT. Most of them, they love the craft of making art.
I love that.
And so I meet some of them, build a relationship, and I slowly onboard people, emerging artists. And then we also help with our, like the crypto art OGs who are in this, like Fabi Yamada, Marco Zuback, and we've had some others like Rob Ness in the past, and we have Richard Yates. He's been around a long time. And so, we a little nudge from here. Hey, why don't you do this and that? And it just helps, a rising tide raises all the boats. So we like to help each other out. And it just helps to kind of build an extended family is what we do.
Which is great. I love any of that kind of community kind of engagement stuff. I mean, I'm all about that stuff. It's like I do the Waxapalooza stuff, and I'd love to have you be part of that, Joey. It's definitely we're doing one for St. Patty's Day, but we're also doing our smaller gallery openings. And actually, I'd love to have you be part of a opening one where it's just a small gallery and just have just these pieces in there. Do a drop.
I'd be honored
because I think this would be great.
And then you could put an NFT in or a QR code in one of your builds that take you right to it.
Yep.
Which is great because you can use it on mobile and there's no sign up.
Yep. No sign up. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love to do that because I think it could be a good thing to get all these artists some exposure real quick, and it's you see them in a gallery setting, so it's kind of nice. So we're kind of doing some fun things in the coming weeks. So I would love this to be part of that. This would be a fun one because you got so many different artists involved here too. It's kind of its own.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, and we do have some crossovers going on. So there's one of these things is a soon to be. Well, it's in the NFT pack,
there it is.
And then eventually Alien Worlds will come out with, some verbiage around this likely. But my wife and I created some Alien Worlds lore, and it's called Atara of Alien Worlds, and it's in one of the links I sent you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right one.
And there's a whole story around it. And so you could get that NFT in one of the packs. So there she is. She's got, this is a mining device. You can mine Trillium.
Nice.
It's called Digger Deer. It's an AI powered mining device, and she's there in one of the Alien Worlds. And
nice.
And actually, the person, I didn't put this in the. This is a little Easter egg bonus. The person in the background sitting actually was a drawing I made of Brock Pierce at one of the old EOS presentations. I was speaking at it, and so was he. So I drew him in the back of there, and then we also have a collab going on with Wombat Dungeon Master.
Let me bring that one up. I see. Oh, wait, I'm getting a 404 on that one. I think there wasn't a whatchamacallit, a number there at the end. It looks like it's missing the template number at the end of it. I think cut it off. It's maybe at the. Can you resend that one over, Joey, by any chance?
Oh yes, I'll send that. I'll resend that. But yes, that one is a. So the idea with that one is if you get that, and you go and play Dungeon Master, then you could go and take those two and blend them to get the full color of that piece.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's what's up with that. So there's just some cool stuff going on. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to be a part of this. We're really just trying to make art fun, lighthearted. Because here's how I look at things. Everybody has some sort of God-given creativity.
Yeah.
And so just like speaking is a life skill, art is a life skill too. And the project is really aimed around helping people realize a fuller potential in the life skill of art.
Yeah. 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 Art's a healing thing for quite a lot of people. I mean, for me, it was an escape, when I was a kid, it was a cool thing to go to. And, I think it's a good thing for a lot of artists, that, you're able to kind of express yourself through something that's fun and engaging. And it doesn't matter kind of what you're doing. It's just a matter that you're doing it. That's kind of the thing,
And there's been research on the practice of doodling,
Yep.
Academic research, and it shows that people who doodle during receiving information, they actually, I think it's like 20 or 30% retain the information better.
Wow, interesting. I did not know that. Wow, that's interesting.
It's crazy.
That's interesting. So now, note to self: just doodle every time I need to listen to something. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's something about the subconscious when it makes those lines, kind of like the way music brings you back in time to a memory. So yeah, we're having fun and helping people kind of up the professional game, and also just not be overwhelmed. That's another thing we try to do is not. We also help people to not get sucked into the hustle of all this, because like some of the other folks alluded to, like you're always getting hit up with, hey, promote on here, and there's only so much you could do in a day. And at the end of the day, we just want to have integrity and feel good about what we've made and what we're trying to communicate through the language of art.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, man. It's really easy to get stuck in the hustle of it. And this is a global space, so it is moving at 24 hours a day. So it's easy to stay up just late enough that someone's waking up on the other side of the world, and all of a sudden you're in a conversation until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure all of us have experienced that. And then you're like, oh my God, so and so released this, or so and so released this. Like, I got to release too. I got, like you get in that kind of feeling. So I always tell people, like, take a breath. This isn't a race. I think we're not super do anymore, but we're still somewhat early to this whole experience, I think. So it's okay to take a breather and take your time to help do a slow build. I like a slow burn. It's a better way to go.
Yeah, I agree. And I put it in perspective, talking about early, the Renaissance was a couple hundred years. The Italian Renaissance was a couple hundred years. Yeah. We're only like 7 years into rare digital art. Yep. So that's nothing, Yep. So we're still, anybody coming now, there's still time to be a pioneer.
Most definitely.
And art is pioneering anyways. So you could be a double pioneer.
It's 100%, 100%. That's awesome, Joey. Thank you for the insight on all this stuff, man. The stuff looks great. Go check out Joey Chips at that. Put the link in there one more time. ArtVndngmchn.com. Let me pop this into the YouTube chat.
Thanks so much.
And thank you so much, Joe. You're welcome back anytime I come talk, man. I love hearing your perspective on stuff, man.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. And you just assembled an incredible crew of people. Oh, I need to mention too, because I know we're all guys here, and I love guy time. We also have a lot of women in our vending machine. We have 7 women in this current collection. Nice. There's 15 total, and there's been many more women. So we do try to keep it as diverse as possible in as many ways as we can.
Yeah, I love that. And I always encourage women artists to reach out to us too, come on the show. Like we just had Snazzy last week, and I would love to get everyone's perspective and how this kind of whole space is going. It's real important. It's keep the diversity going, as I say. I like that. I like it to be a global melting pot of fun. So it's a good thing. That's awesome.
Thanks
you so much, Joe. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I wanted to hit up. Who now is anybody? First of all, before I go further, does anybody need to get out here? I remember someone had to go early. There was somebody. Crackers. Was there somebody else that had to go early? No. All right. So we're gonna go with Otterly. Crackers. Crackers might have to go to sleep. Okay. Before. That's why we love this crew. We love them. We love them all. So before we get going, we're going to do another giveaway really quick, guys. If you're in the YouTube chat, this is going to be for, there it is, the TC miner. There's TC. He's mining some M.O.R.B.S. And if you win this, just keep it in your pocket and you will get M.O.R.B.S every month. And if you decide to trade it, the next person's going to get it. So don't give it away or else you don't get no M.O.R.B.S. So let's see who's going to win it. Let's say who's going to get it. And Orion Wax.
Hey.
All right, I
Congrats.
love it. Orion. He's also known as Obot in the M.O.R.B.S world. There's his. He's an Obot. That's actually a character created from an influence that he sent me. So shout out to Orion for winning that one. So I will send that to you later, my friend. So thank you for doing that. So Otterly Toxic. Tell me about yourself. Let me get you up and running here. Let me find you here. Thought I had you up.
Hello, hello. Am I coming through okay?
You are coming through semblance. Yeah, you're you're doing
Great stuff. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for having me here to join this amazing group of creatives and collectors and beautiful people. Thank you.
Oh, it's awesome. Thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. So tell me about these cool otters you got here. How did this collection come about? How did you come up with it?
So this originally started as a Redbubble thing years ago. And I sort of left it dormant for a while. And this is sort of a branding thing, I suppose. My main project at the moment is on Wax. It's there's a wildlife reserve that you've brought up here on the screen.
Nice.
Essentially, a couple of years ago, I was watching the movie Annihilation with Natalie Portman.
Right.
It's a pretty cool movie on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
And then soon after that, I watched Jurassic Park again for like the 15th, 16th time. And I thought,
right.
What if someone combined those two concepts of this crazy alien metamorphosis that's happening to this place, and then there's also a tourist destination that you can go and visit as a sort of safari park. So this is a sort of conceptualization of those two things crammed together. And it's on Wax. Originally it was going to be on Ethereum, but I decided I'd rather come to this pretty cool and happening and creative space that is Wax, because it's much more my vibe, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the vibe over here is just different. It just is. I don't know how to describe it. I've Solana I think is great. Tez I think is great, and I think Ethereum is great as well. I just think the vibe is different. It's just different. I don't know how to describe it, and so it's interesting to hear your take on that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that jumped out immediately to me. I was showed it by a Discord friend of mine in another project, and I thought there's a focus on art. There's a focus on play to earn games, and you hop on the marketplaces, and there's a different feeling to it. There's not a bunch of people chilling stuff. It's full of passionate creators who are just there for their art, which it's the same for me. This is a creative outlet for me more than anything else. I'm part of the education sector in the UK. It's all of this I view it as a sort of channel for my creativity and sharing that with others. And in Discord server, I offer creative writing workshops around these little creatures. People can feed into the bios and help to craft the world building. So it's a nice collaborative space that I want to try and build.
Well, I love that, man. That's really cool. I like the idea of that. I mean, you should almost turn that into an NFT, like the collaborative Discord thing, and do a big community split or something. Or
maybe one day. It's all fairly early. I started this collection about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. So it could grow to something much larger than it currently is.
Did you come and you say you came straight into Wax, right? Correct. You didn't even go any other blockchains.
Let's see. I got into NFTs in December, and I'm fairly new to the space as a whole. I started out on Tezos.
Oh yeah, Tezos is great. Yeah.
So I have a few things on Tezos, but I think going forward, Wax is going to be my base, basically.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to use. I think the Tezos threw me off a little bit when I first went to Hynek. Is that, I don't know how to even pronounce that. It's the hen hen website, and then they got Object, which is a little bit easier to use, but it's still it doesn't have the same kind of flow that Wax has. Wax is just easier to kind of get stuff out quickly, and I'm just kind of used to it now, so
I love the drop system.
That's
sort of, it seems to be revolutionary from what I've read, what I've heard from speaking to Wax artists. This is the thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's say the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they do, the mutants, where you can turn in your ape and turns into me. It's this big thing over there. I'm like, man, blends have been going on here for forever. I mean, that's just a blend, like it's something that's just part of the base utility of what you get on NFTBlocks. So it's interesting, and I think it gives creators too. I mean, especially if you're new here, it's like you're able to start off with so much utility right off the bat. You build a pack, you could do an otter pack, or maybe do a bunch of branches and make a dam pack, and you have to make a dam or something. Be even cool. But this is cool, man. I really like the art. Now, you've only had a couple drops so far on Nifty, right? Or is there other drops I should look at as well?
So on Nifty drops, I'm trying to aim for at least one a week, or 2 a week, because these little critters, little creatures, will be releasing in pairs, male-female pairs.
Oh, very cool.
And holders of a male-female pair will have utility in the future. If you want to call it utility, I just call it, the next generation of what these things will be. So
cool.
Yeah, it's a way for me to sort of share and collaborate with other people and meet amazing artists and creators.
This is great. And you said you're based out of the UK, correct?
I am. Yes. Yeah. I'm in the southwest UK.
This is great.
Yeah, it's a pretty big tech hub around here where I'm based, and crypto's starting to come into the discussions I'm having at work, and the artist community here, the D&D community as well. I'm part of here.
Oh, very cool.
Which they're starting to get into NFTs as well, which is a strange merge of my interests all coming. Well,
I think the NFT market is perfect for that collector base. I mean, that's right up their alley. I mean, especially with all the card games and all that stuff that are starting to pop up as well. Which is really interesting. I mean, a lot of the pay to earn stuff, it uses more of a card game kind of setup anyway, which is really kind of nice. I
agree with that.
Yeah, it's great. This is wonderful stuff, man. Wonderful stuff. This is great. And so, your next drop that we have to look out for, when will it be dropping?
This weekend.
This weekend, tomorrow, did you say? Was it?
It'll be on Sunday.
Sunday at what time?
Ooh, let me check. Let's see. For our American audience, it'll probably be the morning.
Okay. All right.
For the Europeans, it'll be in the afternoon.
All right. Cool. All right. Definitely go check this out, guys. I'm going to put up the link in the YouTube chat for you guys to check out Otterly Toxic, which I love the name. How'd you come up with the name? I like the name.
Well, I'm an enjoyer of irony and poking fun. I like to think I'm the complete opposite of a toxic individual. I don't know. It's probably for others to decide, but I like to think so.
Oh, you seem like a fine gentleman, my friend. I don't think you have to worry about being anything.
Likewise.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you got to come back on when you have some more drops too. So go check out his stuff this weekend on Sunday, guys. Again, for the American audience, it's going to be happening in the morning. For the EU, it's going to be happening in the afternoon. Go get yourself some otters and make this project move forward. This is great. I love seeing new people, man. It's nice to see this new kind of wave of people coming in to the space over here on Wax. So awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it, man. You got it. And so I want to hit up Sean. Sean, you're sitting over there waiting, and I appreciate it, man. Tell me a little bit about your project, man.
Yeah, what's going on? I'll tap my my co-founder too, DMA. I don't know if he's
if you have some links, put them in the private chat if you could. I'll pop them up on screen. That'd be the easiest. Yeah.
So here's you can kind of navigate to pretty much everything from this website. What's up? There's
awesome.
DMA.
Perfect. Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to introduce myself to the group. Name's Sean Dock. I co-founder of Jenny Studios. We're a metaversal gaming studio and Web3 lab that is utilizing blockchain technology with our first-person shooter, The Forge. So we have the Forge Arena, which was developed. I got my dog crying to get out right now. Which was developed a couple of years ago on Unreal Engine 4. It's a highly competitive 5v5. There's a team deathmatch mode. And we went ahead and tail end of last year, me and my two co-founders, so the three of us, formed the studio and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and, revamp the Forge and integrate blockchain technology. And that was about October. And we've been on a warpath ever since. A little bit about me. Grew up in the entertainment business. Worked, as a producer for years. I got a gig at FaZe Clan, worked my way up. I'm now director of gaming content at FaZe Clan. And I'm also a crypto kid, internet kid at heart. I've been in the crypto space since 2017. And I've been a gamer well before that. So, it was just kind of a natural merge and integration of gaming and play to earn and user ownership, where it was like, it's the trifecta really. So that's me, DMA. I don't know if you want to go ahead and give a little intro, and then we can.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having us. Love this group.
Hey, thank you so much for showing up,
man. You guys
man.
are fun. Yeah. No, you guys are a lot of fun. Honestly, I love it. I love the energy in here. I love the passion. You guys are really knowledgeable. Your space, so it's really fun to be in this and
awesome
to be able to share our project. Well, I mean, I'm DMA because we're two Arthurs. My full name is Douglas Mark Arthur, but everybody calls me Arthur. But our CEO is also Arthur, so we have to separate and differentiate ourselves. So I'm DMA. I am CMO at Jenny Studios. I'm also a co-founder. And Sean explained it really well. What we're doing here is just giving gamers what they've always wanted. Honestly, this is the dream for us, to build the future of gaming and really be at the forefront of it. Like you said, we're really frontline with this, and we're every day trying to educate people and get people to understand what we're building here, what we've already built. So really, one of our other co-founders who isn't here, in this conversation right now, he's watching though. He's our CEO. He's Arthur Minakoff. He founded OP Skins, which, if you guys are familiar with OP Skins, it was bought out, and then it helped ICO to go create Wax.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, let me. Can I play this video? Is that okay if I play it?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Very cool. Is this the gameplay right here?
So that's the trailer for the Gen 0 or first NFT drop. It will have a gameplay in that one. We're releasing our second trailer for the Ascendant.
It's a good trailer. We have a current drop coming up next week. So this we had our first drop, which was back in November, and it was Gen 0, and it enabled players to go ahead and have access to community nights and start playing, and as well as a slew of other utilities tied to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, servers are up right now. Game's playable. And with this upcoming drop, now we're going to have NFT skins integrated, as well as giving access to $1 million esports tournament. So the current drops trailer isn't quite finished, but we're going to roll it out next week. So this one you can you get the gist.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think we have a 10-man going right now as we speak.
That looks sick.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, so that drop we sold out in I think it was like less than 48 hours. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Community just really grasped to it. And yeah, so now our current drop we have coming up is the Ascendant Capsule, and that's kind of what you just played. And inside that capsule, there's 2 NFTs.
Is it this badge right here? This one right here?
So one of the NFTs are these Ascendance badges, and these badges give users access to play in a $1 million tournament, starting with online qualifiers that then end in a North American land.
Oh, wow.
So you use the badge. You then to sign up, you and your team all need badges. You can then go in and you can sign up with your team.
Right.
This is one of the 5. There's 5 different rarities for the badges.
That's really cool.
And
Let me give it a play.
That's an avatar from
cool.
in-game. And then the second NFT in the capsule is an NFT skin. So there's 10 different weapons that, as soon as you unpack them, you'll be able to go ahead and use it, equip it in your inventory and use it right away.
So cool.
Or you could sell it on the secondary marketplace if you want to.
Oh, this is a whole.
That's our full guide. Yeah, we go through everything, the maps, the game modes.
Now we like that. TC will like that. That's one thing that's missing in a lot of games that we've noticed is just there's not a good walkthrough, which is nice. This is great.
Yeah, this is a great. Yuppie, our community manager, really did a good job, kind of summing everything up.
Wow, this is great.
So we have our eyes. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We're super excited.
Yeah, the gameplay looks amazing, man. One thing I also like is that I'm seeing gameplay. That's what
So something about our project to know is that the game was built beforehand with trying to be build an esport title. Our founders are really in the esport field, like OP Skins and Counter-Strike. They've been playing their whole life. So the game was built before, and we are integrating blockchain on top of it. So that's something to know is that's the different than a lot of games where they're building the blockchain while building the game. We have the game and we're building the blockchain on top of it. So we've been adding and integrating all blockchain features one step at a time, delivering what we promised to our community early on. So we're really en route to follow with everything we promised. We're delivering the NFT store and the Sparks for the in-game currency this right now with this drop coming out.
Very cool.
And this tournament is creating an esport title with $1 million evolving prize pool, which Sean forgot to mention, is that we're giving back 50% of our store sales into the prize pool. For us, it's about building a community and rewarding the community for being part of the game early on.
Yeah.
And really, one of our goals is to be one of the biggest prize pools in esport history at one point, that we feel like, with this blockchain technology and everything that we're integrating, we can really give back and build to one of the biggest esport titles out there.
And to that point, for the evolving prize pool, so we are there's 11,1111 capsules total, and 10,000 will be sold. So we're airdropping all Gen 0 holders are getting airdropped a free capsule, and then as the percentage of badges sold, then a percentage of wax is going towards the prize pool, and it scales from 1,000 badges, 2,500, 5,000, and then 10,000 badges. And it scales from 100,000 up to 1 million. And then at that point, then we'll kick off. We're looking to have the open qualifiers Q3 of this year, and then the LAN we're shooting for the Q4.
Oh man, this looks. I'm just by the gameplay I'm watching right now. I'd play this just to have fun. Forget about the player. I think the gameplay is awesome.
Well, I think that's a good point. I think when we're building this play to earn in the game, it has to be fun. That's what's going to keep people there. We understand that a lot of these games, most of them, they just get their, all the value extracted out of them, and people are just there to grind out and get the, whatever they can to cash out. We understand that. We want to have obviously a community we know they're going to cash out, but we also know that we have to build a community that's here to stay and play and reinvest in the game because they have fun. So that's, I think, is something that really separates us from any other blockchain game out there right now. And that's why we say we really feel like we're the front line, and we're having to educate people a lot more, because there is a lot more education to do for something like this big. People like we have these weapon designers from regular CSGO or Valorant games. You explain this to them, and some of them say fuck NFTs just because they don't understand it, and because of kind of the stigma of like how NFTs are described as like useless sometimes, but once you really get it, you understand that we're building value for creators, whether it be a level designer, whether it be a weapon designer, avatar modeler, like we're creating value for them. We have royalties for life when they sell on our platforms, when they bring us, so.
Now does this have like a multiplier function totally? or
Yep.
is this just it's awesome? All right, that's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
to know.
So right now, so we have our launcher, and our launcher that has everything from your inventory, where you're able to see and equip your weapons, which are also tied to your Wax wallet, as well as servers. So right now we have a 10-man. It's a death match where you can just queue up, and then we have a queuing system in our Discord for actual 5v5s that are the competitive modes that are more like search and destroy. So in our light papers too, we dive. We don't have to. It goes in depth, but though of the hybrid mode, the search and destroy, the maps, the play to earn mechanics, and then everything we're doing with on the Web3 crypto side as well.
And so now, how long did you guys incorporate the NFTs? How long ago did that become part of the game?
That was the recent. Our co-founder Arthur, he created this game I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. He put over $1 million in funding, and it was self-funding, and he had to shelf the project, and it was just collecting dust. And the idea of Jenny Studios. It was kind of we're helping different brands with NFT strategies across multiple blockchains, so not just Wax. And we were helping them kind of like get involved in the space, help them like jump in with whether it was their first NFT drop or just any kind of creative help that we could lend. And we were like, oh, this is kind of like a cool idea, but it was just like the start. It wasn't really enough momentum. Arthur went ahead and mentioned he had this game, and he was like, the light bulb went off, and we're like, oh my God, we're going to go ahead and just integrate all NFTs into this. So it was kind of like a double-edged sword where, yes, we had a game that was it's playable and you can jump in right now and have get amazing clips and have a lot of fun with your friends. But we then had to integrate blockchain on the back end now. So like it was almost like we had to do a rebuild to be able to start plugging in the NFTs because the game wasn't built for it. And that's what we had our first drop, in November. We sold out, and since then we have a team of 20 now of different developers, staff, community managers, level designers, weapon designers, we've been going full force to now kind of get it to the current state for the Ascendant series capsule drop. And we're looking to have an open beta this summer, so it'll be free to play across the board. Right now, the only way to kind of jump in and play is to either be a Gen 0 holder. Right now, it's a Gen 0 holder, and then next week, March 3rd, during the Ascendance capsule, then it'll be in a capsule drop as well. We'll give you access.
And we are opening also after the Ascendance weekends for people that don't own the NFT, so they can come try it, and then our servers will be open 24/7 for all holders of the NFT. I will give a little insider information for you guys, for the community and everybody. If you go right now on Atomic Hub and you search Generator 0, you can get yourself a Generator 0 for a good price. And all Gen 0 holders will get their Ascendant series badge. You'll get your Ascendant series capsule. So it's a great deal.
That's a sneak peek at our generator. Yeah. So Gen 0 holders, they have ability to create, as everyone will, create their own skins and their own unique skins. So they're able to come in and then they're able to power the generator with different mods and nodes, and then you create your own custom skin that you can use, or you can go ahead and sell it on the secondary market. And there's weather, there's different float values that will affect how the weapon looks.
That's super cool, man. Wow. Now, so let me ask from like a player's perspective. So I come in here and I'm loving the game. I love the game. That's already a sold thing. But I want to know about the staking. Like, how does this work? So after the levels, am I getting NFTs that I could stake? Am I getting in-coin, like in-game token? How does that work all out?
So if any viewers are interested, I encourage you to dive into our light papers. We go full in depth, but I'll just touch on lightly. We have different currencies. We have Sparks, Bounty, Soul, and Scrap. Sparks is looked at more like V-Bucks. So that's just kind of the store generator, kind of in the in-game store currency. And then the Bounty, Soul, and Scrap are the play-to-earn tokens. Gotcha. So users will be able to earn these different tokens through various different challenges, daily challenges. We'll have a battle pass where you're able to unlock different unlocks. We'll have rewarding for how many times you plant and defuse the bomb, your headshots, your kills, your time played, and it's all kind of broken out across these 3. And all 4 of those tokens are used kind of in the economy to create these assets and create the NFTs. So users, one of my biggest things growing up playing World of Warcraft and hours of it was like my slash played, which was insane, which was just, I'm sure everybody can attest, months on end. I didn't have anything to account for it. So I was like, we got to reward our players with their time played. Here you go. Here's some sparks that you're going to able to go ahead and use in the store to go get some skins that you're going to own. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And then we have battle pass ladders and a couple other different earning mechanisms. You're on mute.
You're muted.
My dog was barking as well, so I had to mute there for a second because the dogs like to always talk during a podcast. Anyway, so now are those tokens on Alcor Exchange? Can you exchange those on the regular DEX, or how does that work?
So we're gonna have this is still in the works in our roadmap, but we're gonna be rolling out a governance token. It's gonna be GenCoin. So that will be how Gen or holders will be able to reclaim the rewards. Gotcha. So through the governance token, and then these will be the in-game tokens.
Gotcha. That's really cool.
And that's
and yes, it will be
launch or open beta.
And that'll be closer to the summer. We want to make sure we do it right and have everything. We don't want to rush into tokenomics, but we definitely it'll be Alcor and across the board on other marketplaces as well. But we're still getting everything sorted.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, because I mean, now are you guys having plans for mobile? Is this all just going to stay on the desktop? What do you guys have plans?
No mobile plans right now. I think right now it's it's window, it's PC, it's a heavy first person.
Yeah, it looks like it's graphically intensive, man. But it's
definitely
looks beautifully.
Thanks, appreciate that. So no mobile yet. We are kicking around ideas of building kind of like hangout areas and like VR, so that instead of waiting in a lobby, just in like a server or a load screen or whatever, you can go and hang out with your friends in a little lobby. And so there's some ideas, that are kind of way down the road, give it a year or two. Right now, the full focus in the last year the last few months was getting the Genesis update, which we just rolled out. And that just kind of got the game in like an awesome state. So now we're like going full force. I'm like, okay, now let's get the user, the user benefits and user base and just the awareness up. So now we're kind of going full force, and so you have an awesome podcast. I love what you're doing for the community. I love how you kind of get everybody on talking about different projects. So it's super cool, and we're super thankful for getting on the show. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Wax for life.
Yeah. So that's about what we're doing. So we encourage everybody to jump in to our Discord as well. And we have, our community moderators are awesome, and they're super helpful to answer any questions, and kind of show everybody, point to everybody in the right direction.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on and talking about it, man. So now, do you guys have any other drops that we should be paying attention to that right now that people should just go get, other than the Gen 0 one that you were talking about?
we have our
Bye,
Ascendant
Joey.
Capsule.
Bye, Joey.
There you go.
Joe, see you later, man. Thank you so much for stopping. Come on back.
I will. Thanks so much. Take care, fellas.
You got it, man.
Take care. Next week, actually, March 3rd. So we have the Ascendant's Capsule drop. Public sale will be open. We are doing some giveaways. Timetraveller, actually, he just finished up one of his, so we're giving out some whitelist spots. So that will be open to the public March 3rd next week.
Awesome. Now, are you going to be winning?
We'll be releasing.
Go ahead.
We will be releasing after the Ascendant. So a lot of things are coming, like weapon skins. Will be on a regular with the NFT store launching and everything. So we're looking to just be mainstreaming all the time. A bunch of launches, working with NFT artists. That's why earlier even I said, what's his the the other guy you had with the art that I really liked that we could integrate is we have ways of working with artists in different ways and NFT projects to integrate into the game. Awesome. So we're getting creative in how we can work with different projects.
That's great to hear. Yeah, that's good to know, man. Well, shoot, let's check out. Also, I got to get over here to Dborjs. Guys, thanks so much for letting us know about the game, and we'll have you come back maybe in the next couple months, and tell us when you do that drop towards the summer, and that way you can kind of give us a little gameplay. Maybe we can even play the game.
Yeah, live. I'd kick you. Let's chat. We'll
let's get you in now. You guys build a team for the tournament for the Ascendant series.
Yeah.
You come in, form a team of 5, compete, try to come see how far you make it.
Because I've been wanting to do that. So I was talking to TC about doing another Minecraft tour. Maybe we do a Minecraft tour and then play your game afterwards and have some fun, do a whole little game day, and just it's a game Twitch day over here on YouTube. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll get in touch. Let's get in touch and do that, because that'd be really fun. Because I think it's all about seeing the gameplay. I think that's usually what sells people. That's
totally.
Yeah.
Well, we're more than happy to have you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. And
thank you for having us.
You got it, man. Definitely got to come back. The door's open, man. Awesome. So Dborjs, is that how I pronounce it? Dborjs? Is that did I get that right?
Yeah. It's
awesome. How you doing, man?
Dborjs. Right.
Dborjs. Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. Tell us a little
Sorry,
bit about
I got a bad reception here.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? I don't know. Let's see.
At least his is not for fucking heating.
Maybe he's not able to hear. Can you hear us? Might have been frozen.
Yeah, look who he's got. Oh, moving. I wonder if he pull up a sign and ask him a question.
Right.
Tell us about your stuff. The Penarts, right? So let me bring that up real quick. Hold on 1 second. We'll try.
Yeah, I do a lot of Penarts.
They're amazing. Some of them are amazing.
Nice. Yeah, it is. Very good. How did you start? How did you get into NFTs?
I get into NFTs because of Alien Worlds playing, and I got this NFT giveaway by Tidbits.
The duck butts. The duck butts, and we gotta love the duck butts. We gotta get him on here, by the way, Crackers. Tidbits. What's going on with him?
Oh, he makes an excuse for every other thing.
We got to get him on here, man.
No, I think between him and who's the other sock puppet, Luke Cakes.
Nice to see you, Crackers.
Mate, it's a pleasure. Your work is amazing, and I love your work. And I heard you have a nice little collab coming up with an artist that I only interviewed a few days ago. That I've been working on the article for about 3 days. But however, have you seen his work, TC?
No, never.
Tidbits and I are helping newcomers from Ed platform to do. They're transferring to Wax, so we're helping a lot of new artists, new creators.
That's great. I love all the people helping people get on over here to the Wax side of stuff. This is great stuff, man.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's almost like it looks like it's like stained glass almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
Really cool looking.
No, it's like a metal series.
It's very cool.
The original ones were.
What do you work in? What do you use to make your art?
Ballpoint pen and pencils. And
wow,
I do a lot of old school traditional drawings, and I don't use much of advanced software, so I use the Microsoft PowerPoint.
Wow,
that's amazing!
Wow. Yeah, you could do a lot of things on the PowerPoint.
It's amazing.
Editing some of the effects on our mobile app.
Wow, this is really cool. Really cool. And where are you located? Where are you from?
I'm from the Philippines, so it's a morning today. about 10 a.m.
Oh, very cool. Very
It's
cool.
a.m. here, but it's 2 a.m.
It's a little bit different. A little bit different, right?
I'm here till 6:30, so it doesn't make a difference. It's actually, I have to say one thing. There's a lot of good artists coming from Philippines.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Mikey's Red Panda's new collection?
Mm-hmm.
And Lupa, yes. I mean, there's so many of us coming from there. It's amazing. And like, I mean, your work, you do different work. You have the futuristic stuff, and you also have then your kind of that stuff there as well. Yeah. And the blends, the amount of blends you have is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think I have a wallet full of his blend coins.
Really? Oh, I gotta hop into this after the show, man. This is great. Yeah, man, because we had Cogs on. They're kind of based out of the Philippines a couple weeks ago, and they have quite a big. Well, there's quite a big base out there. You know, it's great that you're plugging into all this stuff, man. And so what made you choose Wax over Ethereum and all the other stuff?
Well, I don't get any visitors or followers on a platform like OpenSea and Foundation. I just got one sale there. So I'm having this foundation to help families and to help others. In this Philippines got hit by pandemic, worst time.
Yeah.
So my business is gone and my employers are unemployed.
Right.
So I gotta help them.
Oh man.
So I'm making NFTs, and most of the funds I get from this goes to them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, it's been such a rough time for so many, you know, with COVID.
Now I'm making a living for
What was that?
Now I'm making a living out of the NFTs.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what's good is that, you know, that you have the opportunity to do so, because it's like, you know, it's like, you know, even with a lot of the agencies and stuff, everything kind of stopped being in person. So everyone moved into their offices, and jobs have been lost over the time, and it's hard to find clients because there's nothing to market to because no one's going out. So it's a vicious cycle. So it's nice to see people making money.
My business was an e-commerce fulfillment center. So when the pandemic hits, I guess all our stuff like the exportation, importation, it's gone.
Yep. Yeah, I was doing a lot of Amazon stuff for a little while and that kind of stuff, and it's all that was just it was over. It was just like you can't now. It's just like stuff is stuck on ships. They can't get it anywhere. It's like it's a nightmare, man. It's a nightmare.
And I love to do art. I love to draw.
Yeah.
Every time I dream about something, I drew it.
Yep. Robert Bone from Bone Art said, I picked up one of your pen drawings a couple months ago. Dig the line art. That is the great Bone Art. If you don't know his work, go check him out. Great animator.
Yeah.
So that's great, man. That's really cool. Very cool. Yeah. And what does it say? What does it say right there? I have so much. Number one. So someone's ready to
shout out to my friend Timetraveller and Dborjs for helping me get into this NFT. They help a lot, and also Crackers.
Yeah, Crackers. Crackers is the unsung hero of Wax, man. I'm telling you, he's. And now, how many interviews is it, Crackers? Is it 300? 300? Are we there yet? Are 300 close? Are we getting halfway?
I can't count that high. I can count to 5.
I saw Cracker post every day and every hour on my news feed on Twitter.
He's out there, man. He's out there finding stuff.
He's taking over.
Bro, I try here. I'm just gonna do Putin. I'm just gonna do Putin on Wax.
He's just so overreaching everywhere, man. He's just taking over everything. But
you have to push people. If you don't push people, you don't exist. People get bored and forget people are there. So you keep reminding them they're there. People will keep buying them.
Yeah, it's good, man. We appreciate Crackers for pushing the scene, man. It's always a good thing. And I find out about so many artists if it wasn't for Crackers. You know, it's like it's cool. You get
I love what it's doing. Yeah.
You know, it's great. And now we're moving into some new stuff. So we can kind of segue into this part. So we're going to be doing a new it's called Wax Attacks Gallery. And basically the artist, if you're watching and you want to be part of this, reach out to us on artdrop.app on Twitter. Basically it's a VR space that has 10 artists, and everybody has to have a fresh drop. So brand new drop. You charge 2 wax. Okay. You can only charge 2 wax for it. And you have it drop at the time of the opening, kind of like a gallery opening for an hour, basically. And it allows new people to come in and spend 20 wax and get 10 artists in their wallet. So it's a good promotional thing for some new artists. So if you guys want to be part of it, Otterly Toxic, Dborjs, Penart, you're more than welcome to be part of that as well. Yeah, we're trying to do it. We'll start off probably like every other week, see how that goes, and then we can pick it up from there if it catches on, But I think it'd be a great way to get people in there and find new artists and at a cheap price point, which is a good promo, I think, just to get people in there. So, anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, check it out. And you have any drops coming up that we need to know about, Penarts?
I still have an ongoing drop of my deck cards, and I'm opening the Blend for Black version this March 7.
Okay, great. I put the link in the YouTube chat, guys. Go ahead and check that out. And also, I've been dropping some claim links that Time Traveller had been sending me. So look at the YouTube chat and pick them up, because I don't know if people have noticed that I'm dropping free NFTs. So
I'm sure TC has anyway.
TC has them all lined up. He's all like, they're mine. Haha, I got it.
I'm gonna drop some links too, if it's okay.
Of course, yeah. Just send me some claim links. I'll put them up while we're still talking here out. And we got some fun things kind of happening, guys. Hopefully, let me see if I can find that real quick. Let me get out of this for a second. But we are doing stuff at the M.O.R.B.S verse, and let me see if I can find the message here. Sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 second.
Oh, were you playing Crypto's Watch's game the other day? Or whose game was that?
The Crypto Kuma has something that he did with Crypto Swatches that's super cool, and we got to find that too. Wait, I got to see if I can.
I know, because I played one that Crypto Swatch had done a while back, but it was literally, well, it was only accessible on the PC on the laptop, but it was literally a timed game, which was brilliant.
Oh, it's
cool. It was a Mario game, as such, platform game.
Awesome. Yeah, I like in the little simple games too. Like I love seeing the super badass games, but I also like the little simple ones, especially for mobile. Like I said, especially like you understand that too, Dborjs. There's probably a lot more people on mobile down in your part of the world than on PCs. So I think it's something that could be really cool for people to kind of figure out.
He's still using a Nokia, for God's sake.
So we're doing like I said, we're doing that gallery thing, but we're also I have the Quantum Gallery, which is actually filled right now with Nippy Nip. If you don't know the artist Nippy Nip, you can actually go check this out right now if you wanted to. I'm going to put the link in the YouTube chat. Come join me in there if you like. This is our new gallery area, and so Nippy Nips had the nip heads that the crypto nips that he released, and so we did a little bit of release in here for him. We're going to probably do something over the weekend for everyone to kind of show up, because the more people in here, obviously, it's a little bit more fun. And we have NASA from France, who's the DJ, playing here in the background, and it's all spatial and stuff, so it trips you out a little bit as you walk around. But go take a look at it, guys. It's a cool little space. We're going to be doing events in here that are going to be kind of more presentation events, and it should be cool. But anyway, let me.
You did a good job.
Yeah, that's the first one, and then the gallery is something else that I don't know where I put the link, but let me go to our Twitter here. Yeah, get out of there, and then we get over to the Twitter here, so you can see the other gallery real quick. Let's go to our drop. There we go. Moving slowly through the art. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so this is the gallery. So this will be the Wax Attacks gallery. We're looking for 10 artists to fill in those 10 blank canvases. with some.
I'm sure I can feel it. Don't worry.
Yeah. And
sorry, my brave browser seems to be on my phone, so I don't know what the crack is at the moment. So obviously there's an update for us somewhere, but I can't get it. So my phone keeps overheating, so I keep getting kicked out. So I do apologize.
No worries, no worries.
At least this time next week I'll be. We're doing. It's next Saturday we're doing, isn't it, for the European show?
Yeah, we're doing so March 5th, we're going to be having NiftyBC's on. It's going to be a fun show. We were able to talk to Juan and Dietrich. They're coming on to talk about NiftyBC's and all the new stuff.
Dietrich is a gentleman.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. They have a lot of new features they're going to be popping on, including auctions. So for me, it's like, man, it's pretty much they're covering all the bases now. And between them and NFT Hive, I'm feeling pretty good actually with those two places. I like the NFT Hive a lot for the secondary stuff, and I think that they are possibly going to start doing minting as well. So we might have 3 markets for creators to use, all with different tools. Yeah, it is good.
If only now NFT would create a wallet, and I'd be a lot happier.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. And that might happen. I'm surprised another wallet hasn't popped up recently. Especially when
I have a funny feeling one will, because I think a lot of if people are listening to us, they'll probably understand that there's a lot of frustration out there at the moment about certain things. I won't mention it. I won't bring up anything. No, I'm not going down the road. I'm going to be. I'm not going to be Putin. I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm not going to be Sven. But
you're not going to throw anybody under the bus.
No.
Oh, Sven. No, I won't throw Sven's name out there. I'm not like that. No, and the worst thing is I'm in a lot of chats, and a lot of I think you're in one with me, Toxic, and 2 or 3 people have said Sven is drip feeding them with information, not giving it in a fucking list, which is totally fucking wrong. You're meant to be there to facilitate them, not fucking drip feed people and then say, oh, well, you haven't given me this, you haven't given me this, you haven't given me this.
Yeah.
You're meant to give them the list. Right, you're still missing this. Great, thank you. Don't give me one thing. That's the joke.
I definitely wish that they would do that the next update is if you guys could just give us a comprehensive list over on Atomic on all the rules so we know what to look out for, what to do, what to send over to you. So you'll probably just make it an easier process for you as well. I know you guys aren't fully staffed, to handle a lot of I'm sure you guys are getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of requests a day, so I get it. I mean, we totally get it, but at the same time, it'd be much easier if you just handed us like 1 through 10, get this done, and we can go from there. So that way you're getting everything all at one swoop, because it is a little frustrating, especially because most of us are either in a totally different time zone somewhere else in the world, and so the back and forth can sometimes take 24 hours, like 48 hours. And it gets a little frustrating when you're just trying to get something up and just get whitelisted, especially when you feel like you've kind of given all that information. But
it's not that we have so many artists coming over from Broken Sea, Open Sea. I keep calling it Broken Sea, but however. Well, no, there was another issue this week. What, 2 million worth of NFTs got robbed?
Yeah.
And someone's put a case against Open Sea. Someone's actually suing them.
Really? Oh, wow. Wow.
So for half a million worth of an ape, I mean, this puts OpenSea in a very bad position. Very bad position. Now, I know you were saying about you had an article up about your man getting 30,000 worth of wax, 30,000 wax stolen off him.
So actually, it was 30,000 wax. The guy had a ton of. It was Rich. Can't remember. He was in the space the other day talking about it too. So. He got some kind of phishing email that he clicked. It looked exactly like Atomic Hub. There was nothing in his head that said that wasn't Atomic Hub. Hit the approval button through the transaction to receive some NFT and fished out and wrecked. Got all his R Planet miners, got all his uplift land, and wiped out his wax that he had in his wallet. And there's no way
all traceable. That's all traceable.
Well, this is the problem, is that's why he was in the space. He's just like, no one's helping me. There's no customer service. So
I will argue the point that now is anything I use, I have 2FA on everything. And I mean, from my wallets, me normal crypto wallets to me Cake DiFi, they're all 2FA.
Yeah.
Right here, that's 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Definitely get out there, guys. I was explaining that earlier. You know, be safe. You know, the Wax wallet, even though it's a web-based wallet, it does have two-factor authorization. So just go ahead and go into your wallet.wax.io to your wallet, hit the settings, and then right there you'll see security. Click that, and you can set up your 2FA, and that way you're protected on your Wax wallet. And if you can get the Anchor wallet, it's a lot safer in general just to have that. And if you are starting to accumulate Wax, like you're stacking some Wax, you're starting to have a couple different wallets, you know, and keep some cold wallets for yourself so no one knows where everything is, you know, just to be safe, guys. Because definitely over on the ETH side, there are scammers galore right now. There's lots of phishing things that are going on, and it looks, I get it, you know, it's like people just don't even know that something's wrong until it's too late and everything's gone, and it's a problem. And, you know, between the rug pulls and then that, it's not giving NFTs a good name. So please stop. Everyone, please stop. Be a little bit safer out there. And don't click on anything that you're not sure of, okay? Because usually a marketplace... In fact,
delete all links.
Yeah, exactly. Use the Brave browser as well. Thank you, Crackers and TC, for turning me on to the Brave browser. It's safer. It's a lot more secure.
Are you earning some BAT off it, though?
What was that?
Are you earning BAT off it? The BAT coin?
Yeah, you earned that BAT coin too, so you're getting a little kickback, which is nice.
It's well, I earned seven BAT on that on my phone last month.
That's pretty good.
Three on my laptop, and I think 2 on my other phone.
Yeah.
The other phone is just a mining phone, which is a pile of crap that lasts about, I think, 8 hours of charge before it dies. So,
right.
Yeah. No. So what I was going to say is, when are we actually going with this? The gallery. Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going to go. I'm ready next week if we can get all the artists. I got Broken Doll. He's ready to go.
Yeah, Broken contacted me. Yeah. Avatar folks contacted me. He's going to create something for it.
Perfect. I think we can get it filled up pretty quick, probably by the end of the weekend. If we can get everything by the end of the weekend, then we can go next Saturday if you wanted to, or next Thursday, whatever they decide. What's easier for you guys? What's easier for TC and you?
I'm easy, you know that.
I'm already retired.
So I'm maybe Saturday might be easier because it's kind of more of a laid back day for people. They're not at work or something, so they can kind of stop in and maybe do it like either at 12 or 2. You guys let me know, and then do it like an hour. And what we could, I don't know what that was, but what we could do is do that, and we'll just stream inside there. So we just are all avatars inside the space and only stream the space, so that way we kind of have fun that way and show off the art, and hopefully we can get some art sold, for the new people in there. So we'll try that out. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. And then of course we're gonna do something on St. Patty's for Waxapalooza. It's going to be Wax Patty's Day. And everybody that's listening has a project, get in touch. We need you to be part of it. It's at ArtDrop5 on Twitter. Just reach out and DM us, and we'll get on there. We're trying to figure out how to make a parade. I want to make a parade because I think
I'm waiting on the R2 to get back to me. They might be creating something for it.
Cool.
Drawn, what's his Drawn Company has something for Paddy's Day.
Yeah. If you haven't checked out Drawn Company, he was on recently. Very funny project. I love that project. Cracks me up. Good stuff.
You heard he's working with blockchain cards for Dicon 8.
Oh, very cool.
So that's cool, he's doing fairly well for himself. Good to see.
Great. That's good to see. It's good to see. I like people coming on and having some success, man. It's always a good thing to see. So I think we hit pretty much everything, guys. Anything you want to leave us with, Crackers?
There's not enough hours in the day. Can we express days to about 50 hours a day?
Oh my god.
No, what am I doing? I have a guy that I'm releasing that I think Dborjs is working with him.
Okay.
He's now going to be working with Yoshi as well.
Okay.
So this artist is one of the very few artists that's creating music on NFTs. So
nice.
It's great to see him. It's great to see he actually composes his own work as well. He's actually a composer more so than an NFT artist.
Yeah.
But it's great to see we're bringing more of these kind of artists in that we need, because I think it gets more. I think more people are going to engage when there's a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Artwork with a bit of music behind it. I think it's a bit more inspiring. Not to say that some great artwork out there, but to have music behind it as well I think it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll work on some stuff too. You know, RAR has that music player that works pretty damn well on mobile too, which I really like, and the space works on mobile. So I want to kind of get something kind of working with that, so that when we're doing our events in these new little spaces on M.O.R.B.S, that we have that music option. We had talked about that, Crackers, with Gary before. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. And then, you know, TC will be able to play his music collection
oh my God,
from Yoshi,
yeah, right?
while you're in the space. So that way you can kind of really enjoy the space. So we got some fun ideas that are coming. You know, we've been kind of figuring it out, and we'll release it as we can, but we're not allowed to talk about it because of a certain marketplace. So we're just not going to talk about it. So anyway, Otterly Talks, anything you want to leave us with?
Just thank you for inviting me. Thank you for hosting this wonderful space for artists and creators. Really enjoyed being here. I'll be tuning in again and again.
Awesome. And hopefully come back too.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely. And then Dborjs, what would you like to leave us with?
Well, thanks very much, guys, and for having me. And
thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Go on Wax.
We'll have to have you come back for sure. And I'll get in touch about the Wax Patties Day as well to both of you guys. I'd love to be part. And then TC, Our Planet, just a quick update on Our Planet. What's going on there, man? It just blew up like crazy, man. Like that was just great stuff, man. And
I love it.
They have how many new projects did they add, you think, to the station?
I'd have to look, but I think there's over 30 of them now.
Oh wow!
And they seem to be adding like every other day.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
New communities are coming, and some of them are just going up the ranks.
That's amazing.
You got to be in the top 21 to get rewards.
Gotcha.
So a lot of communities are battling each other, which is great.
Yeah, it gives a lot of action to the Wax, man. That's great.
Oh yeah.
I love that. That's great. Well, cool, man. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's been another fun NFT circus. Everyone was great. Thank you so much for coming on and tuning in. And stay tuned till next week when we do it all again, man. We'll have it all going, and we'll do also that gallery showing on that Saturday. So stay tuned, guys. It'll be great. All right. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you later. All right. Take it easy. Thank you all for coming on. All right. Take it easy. See ya. And we're